Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. On the advent of the holy month of Ramadan, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos exchanges cables of greetings with Their Majesties, Highnesses and Excellencies, the leaders of Arab and Islamic countries. Al Suwaik Club wins His Majesty's the Sultan Cup for football after scoring 2 goals in the last 10 minutes against the Far Club. And 28 people are killed in an attack on Egypt's Christians. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. On the advent of the holy month of Ramadan, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has exchanged cables of greetings with Their Majesties, Highnesses and Excellencies, the leaders of Arab and Islamic countries. His Majesty the Sultan expressed his sincere greetings along with his best wishes of good health, happiness and long life to the leaders and the peoples of their countries, further progress and prosperity, praying to Allah the Almighty to bestow His blessings on all Muslims and endow them with security, peace and stability to prevail over all Arab, Muslim and the rest of the world countries. The leaders expressed their warm greetings along with their best wishes to His Majesty the Sultan, praying to Allah the Almighty to protect His Majesty and grant him good health, happiness and long life to achieve aspirations of further progress and prosperity under His Majesty's wise leadership for the Omani people, and to return such occasions on His Majesty, Omanis, Arab and Islamic nations with pride, glory and success. His Majesty the Sultan exchanged cables of greetings with custodian of the 2 holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa of the Kingdom of Bahrain, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, Emir of the State of Qatar, His Highness Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jabr Al Sabah, Emir of the State of Kuwait, His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn Al Hussein of Jordan, His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco, His Excellency President Al-Baji Qaid As-Sebsi of Tunisia, His Excellency President Abdelaziz Bouteflika of Algeria, His Excellency President Ismail Omar Ghila of Djibouti, His Excellency President Field Marshal Omar Hassan Ahmed Al-Bashir of Sudan, His Excellency President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud of Somalia, His Excellency President Dr. Fuad Massoum of Iraq, His Excellency President Mahmoud Abbas of the State of Palestine and Chairman of Executive Committee of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, His Excellency President Othman Ghazali of the Comoros, His Excellency Fayez Asraj, President of the Libyan Government of National Accord, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah Sisi of Egypt, His Excellency President Mohammed Weld Abdelaziz of Mauritania, His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassan Al Bolkiah of Brunei Darussalam, His Majesty King Mohammed V of Malaysia, His Excellency President Dr. Ilham Haider Aliyev of Azerbaijan, His Excellency President Dr. Ashraf Ghani of Afghanistan, His Excellency President Joko Widodo of Indonesia, His Excellency President Shavkat Mirziyoyev of Uzbekistan, His Excellency President Dr. Hassan Rouhani of Iran, His Excellency President Mamnoon Hussain of Pakistan, His Excellency President Mohammed Abdul Hamid of Bangladesh, His Excellency President Gurbanguly Berdi Muhammadov of Turkmenistan, His Excellency President Rajab Tayyip Erdogan of Turkey, His Excellency President Idris Deby of Chad, His Excellency President Ali Bongo Ondimba of Gabon, His Excellency President Adama Barrow of Gambia, His Excellency President Macky Sall of Senegal, His Excellency President Imam Ali Rahmonov of Tajikistan, His Excellency President Nur Sultan Nazarbayev of Kazakhstan, His Excellency President Abdullah Yamin of Maldives, His Excellency President Mohamed Issoufou of Niger, His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari of Nigeria, and His Excellency President Ibrahim Boubacar Keita of Mali. Al-Suwaik Club won His Majesty the Sultan Cup for football after scoring 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the final against the Far Club. The final took place at the Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex in Bosher under the auspices of His Excellency Mohammed bin Al-Zubair, His Majesty the Sultan's advisor for economic planning affairs. At the end of the match, the chief guest handed over the cup of His Majesty the Sultan to the champion Al-Suwaik Club and silver medals to the Far Club, who achieved the second place. He also honored the referees of the match. In order to develop standards of urban planning, an orientation meeting was held on the National Strategy for Urban Development in the Wilaya of Sur in the Governorate of South Sharqiya. The event was organized by the Secretariat General of the Supreme Council for Planning. It discussed a number of topics related to the framework of the urban system. The meeting focused on the urban growth as being the main pillar in the organization of the strategic dimension for building and construction. It also shed light on the features of the National Strategy for Urban Plan in general and those related to the Governorate of South Sharqiya. Public Authority for Mining and Minerals Oman Development Company signed an agreement on studies and exploration at Mangi and Ash-Shumayya as part of a project initiative to connect the railway with mining areas. As per the agreement, Minerals Oman Development Company are to conduct studies and explorations at the area and identify the stocks and their types for the purpose of determining the economic feasibility to establish railway to connect mining production fields, manufacturers and export sites. The company will conduct analysis studies to know the features of minerals and its attraction in local and international markets. Mining is considered as one of the promising sectors in the Sultanate, as being one of the main sectors determined for economic diversification in the 9th Five-Year Development Plan 2016 to 2020. Still to come in our news bulletin. Ex-racehorses provide comfort to children with special needs. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Masked gunmen attacked a bus carrying Coptic Christians on a visit to a monastery south of the Egyptian capital today, killing at least 28 people, including many children. The assailants in 3 pickup trucks attacked the bus as it carried visitors to the St. Samuel Monastery in Minya province, more than 200 kilometers from Cairo, before fleeing. The latest attack came after the militants had threatened more strikes against the Copts, who make up about 10% of Egypt's 90 million population. Al-Azhar, Egypt's top religious authority, condemned today's shooting, which took place on the eve of the start of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. Grand Imam Ahmed Al-Tayyib said the Minya incident is unacceptable to Muslims and Christians and it targets Egypt's stability. A US-led coalition airstrike on the eastern Syrian town of Mayadeen early today killed at least 80 relatives of Daesh group fighters. They were families seeking refuge in the town's municipal building. UN Human Rights Chief Zaid Ra'ad al-Hussein said all states whose air forces are active in the anti-IS missions needed to take much greater care to distinguish between legitimate military targets and civilians. The 68-member coalition began bombing the Daesh targets in Iraq in the summer of 2014 and expanded their operations to Syria on September 23rd of last year. British police investigating the Manchester Arena bombing have arrested a 9th man while continuing to search addresses associated with the bomber who killed 22 concert goers. 8 other men are in custody in connection with Monday's killing, with police and security agencies working to prevent further attacks. Authorities are chasing possible links between the bomber Salman Abedi and militants in Manchester, elsewhere in Europe and in North Africa and the Middle East. Abedi was known to security services because of his radical views. He reportedly was in contact with family members just before the attack. A workshop on computer viruses and antiviruses showed that the Sultanate took sound and suitable measures for protection from ransom virus which had hit electronic devices recently. The workshop was organized by the International College for Engineering and Technology, discussed ways to protect information from hacking and electronic attacks. It also shed light on latest developments about the impacts of ransom virus policies taken to limit its damages and ways to protect electronic devices from similar viruses. Experts and specialists in the field of information security took part in the workshop. The Sultan School marked the graduation of its international baccalaureate program for students for the year 2017. The event was presided over by His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nomani, the Minister of Royal Office. More details in the following report by Dalia Hamad.
The Sultan School has celebrated the graduation of 64 students attending the International Baccalaureate program. The IB program focuses on developing skills and abilities to unlock the potential of each individual student in the ages between 16 and 19 years to help them excel at their higher education and careers.
I think it reflects a commitment of our students over time. Many of them have joined us in kindergarten and have gone all the way through. And I think it also shows the commitment they have had the last 2 years in working their way through the International Baccalaureate program.
The ceremony included various segments such as poetry, musical performances by younger students, and the presentation of the diplomas to the graduates.
To be honest, I feel really happy because I feel this is a great achievement for me. I hope in this ceremony I made my parents proud, I made my family members proud, and especially I made my teachers all proud.
This night means a lot to me because it's been a very, very long, tiring journey, but in the end it seems to be worth it because not only do you gain such a beneficial education, you also gain a lot of friends and people that you will hopefully be friends with for a long time. And my plan for the future, I'm going to be studying in the UK. Inshallah, I'll be doing architecture.
The IB graduates are considered among the most successful categories at college education and are easily accepted by prestigious universities around the world. Years of hard work and dedication have all led to this night, a night that marks the end of one stage and the start of another in the journey of education and empowerment. From the Sultan School, Dalia Hamad, Muscat.
Families became busy to welcome the days and nights of the holy month of Ramadan, and purchasing activities are in full swing. Here is a report by Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
On the advent of the month of Ramadan, families start preparing to welcome the days and the nights of this holy month in an atmosphere full of joy and happiness, since it is the most precious and important occasion for Muslims.
We are ready, alhamdulillah, and we feel happy to see people getting ready for Ramadan. As you know, Ramadan brings together family members and friends.
Intensive preparations and purchasing activities are witnessed in the markets and the shopping malls to prepare for the holy month. The shopping markets, especially the foodstuff stores, have raised their level of preparedness by displaying various household items for the customers to buy.
We came to do some shopping for Ramadan and take our needs for this month. Alhamdulillah, all items are available.
The central markets have also shown their readiness by providing different types of fruits and vegetables in preparation to welcome this holy month. In this regard, the Consumer Protection Authority has also formed inspection teams to monitor various markets and shopping centers to examine the prices and the quality of the food items. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
A retirement home for former racehorses in the English countryside is helping children with special educational needs or from troubled backgrounds to find comfort and build confidence through spending time with the gentle giants. Here is a report.
Sean is looking after retired racehorses, and they're also looking after him. The 15-year-old has Asperger's syndrome and anger issues, but his equine friends have a profoundly calming influence.
If you're happy, they're happy. They very follow what your feelings, which is really helpful. So if you're feeling sad, it will try and make you a little bit more happy and keep you in peace.
Greatwood in the Wiltshire countryside was founded as a home for retired racehorses 24 years ago. It has since been transformed into a place that helps children with special educational needs. Students, often from troubled backgrounds, attend once a week on courses that are part of the school town.
Some of the learners that come to us have difficulty in building relationships with their peers and humans, and they, as we do, as humans, gravitate to certain personalities of people, and the horses have personalities, and the young people will gravitate towards a horse of a personality that fits with them. So and that helps them when they go back into their mainstream life and school.
Another goal of Greatwood is to find the horses a long-term home. Trainer James is working with Quick Touch, a recent arrival from the track in Dubai. Like most thoroughbred racehorses, he can be highly strung, but he's being taught to put his competitive instincts aside and adapt to a slower pace of life.
They're taught just to go and race, and that's all they know. They don't know anything else. They're straight up the gallops, and the way you ride a racehorse is when you want them to go faster, you squeeze the reins and they don't go off. They don't come off the leg, but you just squeeze the reins to make it harder. We do exactly the opposite. We try and bring them in and teach them to, good boy, just to relax a bit more and have softer mouths.
Former students at Greatwood have gone on to work in stable yards or as jockeys. But even if they don't end up with equestrian careers, time spent with these gentle giants will often add a touch of peace to complicated daily life.
And now for the general weather forecast. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas overlooking Sea of Oman with chances of scattered rainfall. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be north to northeasterly light to moderate, occasionally active over the coastal areas. Seas will be moderate to rough with a maximum wave height of 3 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. On the advent of the holy month of Ramadan, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos exchanges cables of greetings with Their Majesties, Highnesses and Excellencies, the leaders of Arab and Islamic countries. Al Suwaik Club wins His Majesty the Sultan Cup for football after scoring 2 goals in the last 10 minutes against the Far Club. And 28 people are killed in an attack on Egypt Christians. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.